Welcome back, America. I'm Hugh Hewitt. What is broken? It's easier to say what isn't broken. I'm not broken. I moved to the afternoons. I'm glad you're with me here on the Hugh Hewitt Show. But I'm in Studio West, the Relief Factor studio out west. And I am here to tell you, whether you're watching on the Salem News Channel, listening on one of our great affiliates across the United States, it is beyond imagining, unless you're in California, how devastating this is. And I canceled my Washington Post subscription this morning upon reading a story. What caused the Palisades blaze? Visual evidence points to a recent fire nearby. Then, did the New Year's Eve fireworks start the largest Los Angeles fire? This story is reported by Brianna Sachs, Joyce Suhan Lee, Imogen Piper, and Aaron C. Davies. And it spends, I don't know, a couple thousand words looking back at a fire on New Year's Eve that the LA Fire Department put out. And it does not mention two things that have to be in every story. In every story, there ought to be this question: was it started by a human being intentionally? Now, there's video on the web that is unconfirmed, and I'll show it to you on the Salem News Channel. It looks like teenagers or college students. You can see them there running away from the fire scene. And we don't know if these kids have anything to do with anything. We don't know. But I know that it's a whole lot likelier that a human started that fire than a smoldering fire caused by New Year's Eve fireworks that the LA Fire Department didn't go back and find. But even beyond that, I don't want to read anybody write anything. And most people don't know anything about California, and I don't blame them for not knowing about the California Coastal Commission, the Santa Monica Mountains Conservancy, the Center for Biological Diversity. Although East Coast elites do read The New Yorker, and The New Yorker profiled the Center for Biological Diversity, I don't know if they're going to know about the Coastal Sea and Sage Audubon Society or the Spirit of the Sage Council. I've been litigating with the Endangered Species League. Not anymore. I've been retired from the practice of law since 2016 when I moved in the mornings, and I'm not taking it up now in the afternoons again. I teach law now. I don't practice it anymore. But the no-growth groups, the wacko environmentalists, the let it burn people, Senator John Thune, the majority leader of the United States Senate, said in the first hour of today's program, those people are responsible. Now, I know that lawyers are going to sue everybody in sight, and I don't know whether or not the sovereign immunity of California or any of its subsidiary agencies will be called into question or breached here. I don't know if the federal government can permit that lawsuit to happen, like the Lake and Riley Act, if it passes, will allow state and local governments to sue the federal government for dereliction of duty at the border. But I do know, and I am certain that we are going to have lawsuit after lawsuit, and I hope those lawsuits name not just the state of California and the city of Los Angeles and Mayor Karen Bass and the LA Fire Department, but also the Department of Water and Power and the Santa Ynez Reservoir people who screwed that up. There are now stories that the Santa Ynez Reservoir, 117 million gallons, has been empty for years. We know it's been empty since at least February. Many people, I don't know what they were thinking, tried to deceive, deny, dissemble over the weekend. I'm not going to name anyone in particular as to what caused this fire. What caused this fire was the gross negligence of local, regional, and state government. Federal government also contributed because the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Army Corps of Engineers, the Environmental Protection Agency, they stop you from clearing land. They won't clear their own property. So I just want you to know there is a culprit. There are thousands of culprits. They are the pension-seeking bureaucrats of California's state, regional, and local governments. They are the pension-seeking beneficiaries of the EPA, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and the Forest Service. Don't be fooled.